Welcome to SNG. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, consider it. And if you want to be notified the next time I make fun of my fat bastard buddy Jones, hit that notification flower and it'll do whatever it does. So thanks for watching. We haven't been wrenching here lately. We've been busy. We're getting ready for winter time. Winter's coming to Ohio. What have we done? We've got parts for Jones's bike sitting over here, his engine. We're getting those in, so we'll be doing some videos on putting that back together. We have the 91, the 80 cubic inch Evo that I am waiting for breather shims. And speaking of breather shims, and this is one of the reasons I was going to do this video, I'd like to get some of your input. I didn't find a lot online. I didn't find a lot in any manuals. I haven't called my buddies yet, so I've already made my decision and I ordered some shims. I needed some shims. That's what I've been waiting on. I got the shims and I decided I was going to take, and that's in another video, I decided I'm going to use my plastic breather. A new plastic breather. So I ordered S&S shims. I got them. I didn't do my due diligence and look, and they came in and they were metal shims. Nice metal shims. And I got to thinking, I wonder if that's cool. Can I use metal shims on a plastic breather? So I got online. I saw some forums, people talking about using nylon or plastic shims on metal breathers, but nobody's talking about using metal shims on plastic breathers. And I'm thinking, probably not good. Although I've seen nothing to say any different. So I went ahead and sent those back, and I had to order some plastic breather shims. So that's what's holding me up on the 80 cubic inch. So curious to see what you guys think about that. Would you use a metal shim on a plastic breather or not? So cheers. It's Sunday. I'm on vacation starting tomorrow. We're sipping on some, what do we have? Sitting over there, I should know, right? Some old Sprortster, 1920. Prohibition style, 115 proof, good stuff. Cheers. So that's one question I had. The second question isn't a question, I guess, or maybe it is a question. Get your opinion. This 1200 Sprortster here I picked up 2013, 2012, 2013, give or take. So I've had it 10, 12, 13 years, something like that. I picked it up. Buddy Barry called me, said, hey, I told him I was looking for another Sprortster. And I've always liked Sprortsters. One thing I have not had is I haven't had an old Ironhead yet. So I'm looking forward to going down that trail at some point. But we built a bike, and when I mean built a bike, let me be clear about that. I am not a fabricator. I would like to become a fabricator sometime, but right now I would not consider myself a fabricator unless you want some sheet metal fittings built. I can fabricate those. But we went ahead and got a Sprortster for my son many, many years ago, and we unbolted things and bolted things back up and made it into what he wanted. And we had a lot of fun. So I wanted to make one for myself. I wanted one bobbed out, kind of ratty looking, one that I didn't have to wash. These are great little puddle jumpers. I mean, you lighten them up and you tune them right. They're fast. And they're fun, and they're easy to get around in the garage. So I picked this up in 2013-14. My buddy Barry called me and said, dude, I got a lead on a bike that's going to be in the Trader little local shopping mag. He had an inside scoop. Knew some things early in the morning. It's in Medina, blah, blah, blah. So I call the guy. This bike, which didn't look anything like this, is a 2002. It was a 1200 Sprortster Custom. And it looked brand new. I think it only had 3,500 miles on it. Original owner. He had it for about 10, 11 years, never rode it. Funny, Barry was looking in the background and said, hey man, this dude's, his garage is immaculate. He doesn't have a bunch of toolboxes around. He's never wrenched on the thing, blah, blah, blah. Well, he was right. I got there and he had never touched it. It had 35, 36, 3,800 miles on it. He wanted like $3,600 for it. My son thinks it was 34. I think it was 36. It was somewhere in there. And I thought, you know, and it was Ohio State colors, a gray and a red or not maroon, kind of that, you know, whatever that color is. And it was sharp. So I got it back home. Ended up picking it up for, like I said, $3,600, somewhere in there, and got it home, tore the tins off of it, still have the tins. So if anybody wants a bike that looks like Ohio State, I've got brand new tins, brand new tank, got it all sitting somewhere. So I decided I'm going to whore this thing out, and took everything off of it, slammed the back end down 2 inches, wanted to, and still thinking about hardtailing this thing. I've never done that. I think that's a good place to start if you're going to start to fabricate. Maybe, maybe not. I'll ask you guys. And but I slammed it down 2 inches in the back, took off the seat, fabricated some parts here to make this little solo seat fit properly so it doesn't fall off. Picked up a tank and fender for $50. Had a dent in the side of the tank. Fender was, you know, came off the same bike, same paint pattern. And I cut the fender and I was going to kind of modify, not fabricate, but modify that back fender. I didn't like it. So I decided, hell, I'm going to run this thing without front and rear fenders. That way when I bounce off this seat, my crotch can go right here and just, the rest is history. So I'm running this thing without fenders. I went ahead, raised the tank 3 inches. I did have to heat and beat and kind of modify the back so that it could raise up to 3 inches. I was going for that, you know, older look, that, you know, that Harley Davidson 45 degree, you know, 35 degree slant from headlight down is what I envisioned and what I wanted. So I went ahead and got a 2 under Thompson or TC Brothers Springer front end, put a 2 under front end. That brought that wheel in, tightened it up, slammed it down, which is what I was looking for. Got some drag bars, went ahead and got some risers. I think that's the stock headlight, and I modified that a little bit, put a piece of 1/2 inch black pipe up front to raise it up to the height I wanted. Threw some mirrors underneath, switched up, kind of went, you know, I was thinking, you know, chrome black was kind of what I was thinking in my head. And after the fact, I've completely changed my mind, and I'm not sure where I'm going to take this. But what I do want to do is I picked up a Velocity, it's not an air cleaner, but a Velocity stack to put on this CV carb, get rid of this stock air cleaner. Right now I just took the mufflers off. This is the stock, you know, stock pipes, took the mufflers off. I'm going to go ahead and get some type of drag pipes. You know, everything's going to be low dollar. You know, you can pick them up. Maybe I'll get a used pair and wrap them. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put a suicide clutch on and a jockey shift. I want that. I kept all this kind of stock because I was going to do blinkers and stuff, but I'm not going to put blinkers on it. Now I kind of want to strip this down and go more, you know, plain Jane. But I probably won't do that now. I do need to do new brake lines still, you know, because I've kind of rebent the stock brake lines to because I just wanted to ride it. So I did that in the first couple years I had it, and it's set for like 10 years. And I haven't done anything. I still ride it around. It's fun, but I think it'll be extra fun when the suicide clutch is on and the jockey shift. I think I picked up the front brake from maybe Lowbrow Customs, something like that. And so this is one I'm going to do over the winter time and hopefully have this ready in the spring. Everything else is running except the Evo. We're going to get Jones's bike running. I don't know if you can see the Robin Egg 60 pan sitting there. That's my son's. We're going to see if we can get that one on the road before spring. So this was a video just to let you all know we're still alive and kicking in the garage. My fat bastard buddy Jones, I think he's helping his daughter paint, do a little painting at her house. And wanted to get your guys' input. Tell me what you think about the breathers, as far as the shims being metal on a plastic breather. Tell me if you'd hardtail this thing. Whatever. They're fun to ride though. Paint, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think that, who was it? Somebody did a flame, meaning painted it gold and then used oil and gasoline and lit it on fire and made it look real like old school ratty, you know, paint job. And it was I think it was Billy Lane maybe did that, pretty sure. But anyhow, cool. I thought that was cool, so maybe I'll do that. So let me know what you think. I think you know the rest, right? Smash that bug, punch that monkey in the throat, pat that poodle bug, and remember, if you ride them, wrench them. Cheers, and only if you want to.